You look like somebody died.
Somebody did.
Oh. Hey, I'm sorry. Was it anybody close?
Not really. No. Just close enough to leave me with a hot potato. I don't know what to do with it.
If you've got a problem, maybe I can help.
No, you can't.
Why not? Oh, wait, never mind. You think I'm too young to talk to, huh?
No, that's got nothing to do with it.
Or too dumb to understand, is that it?
No. Listen now. It's confidential. I can't talk about it with anybody.
Or at least not with me. Oh, forget it. It's okay.
Would you get off it? It's got nothing to do with you, you see? Look, if you told me something in confidence, you wouldn't want me to tell it to anybody, now would you?
I guess not.
That's right. It's got something to do with trust. Now, you get that, now, don't you?
All right. It's okay. I said all right.
Oh, by the way, do you need any money?
What do I have to do for it?
Nothing. You don't have to do anything for it. Don't you trust anybody?
When I do, I usually end up in the pits.
Blackie gave it to me just in case you might need something.
Yeah, he told me. But I don't need any money, so you can just keep your money for now.
It's not my money. It's Blackie's. And, when are you gonna get off this? You know, thinking that everybody around here is on your case?
Oh, sorry. I should have knocked.
Oh, that's all right. Lulu, this is Celia Quartermain.
How do you do?
Hi.
Am I interrupting something?
No, not really.
Well, these are the clothes you had on when you got soaked in the rain.
Well, thank
I had
you.
them cleaned and pressed.
You didn't have to do that.
Oh, no trouble. Did you hear the news? It was on the car radio while I was driving over here. You know that killer you brought in? He died in the hospital.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what happened? It was just a news bulletin. They didn't give me any details.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, look, I know when to leave.
Hey, it's Lulu, you don't have to go.
Look, I'll just see you.
Lulu, I said you don't have to go.
I know when to get lost.
Well, who was your friend?
Oh, just a friend of a friend.
What's she so touchy about?
I don't know. I just met her.
You know it's freezing in here?
Is it?
You wouldn't happen to have a cup of hot coffee, would you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did, but I cleaned the pot this morning and put it away.
Well, whatever you do, don't go to any extra trouble to make some for me.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the distinct impression you'd rather not have company.
Listen, I just have a lot to do, that's all.
Ah, looks like you're going to have company whether you like it or not.
Who's that?
That could be your answer.
Well, Celia, what a pleasant surprise this is.
Yes, it is for me, too.
As a matter of fact, Holly mentioned something to the effect that she's meeting you for lunch today.
That's right, at Dino's. Would you like to join us?
Wonderful idea, but I'm afraid not a chance. I have work to do, people to see.
Ah, well, far be it from me to interfere. Excuse me?
Just, would you wait a second?
Yes?
Thanks for bringing my stuff and cleaning it for me. Appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. Bye.
Where are they?
Who?
I'm talking about what, not who, in particular, the documents that Tolliver was blackmailing the Quartermains with.
How should I know?
Because he gave them to you.
Come on, no way.
Come on, pal. You were the last one to see him alive.
So what? That doesn't mean he gave me the papers.
I think he did.
Well, I'll tell you something. He must have known a lot of people. He could have given it to any one of them.
I say, he gave them to you. Now, you going to deny it?
Of course I deny it. How many times do I have to deny it?
I'm sorry. I'll come
It's okay, Lulu. I want you to meet the new police commissioner. Lulu, Mr. Scorpio.
Lulu, I'll get back to you later.
Okay.
What was he doing here?
Nothing much.
Tell me.
Nothing to do with you. Came to see me. Don't get all shook up.
Are you sure he was here to see you?
Yes, I'm positive. I introduced you to the police commissioner and you get all bent out of shape. What's the matter?
I did not.
You kidding? You're still shaking. Why?
You know, I still can't believe it. 5 years ago, when we were in school together in Switzerland, I thought that we would never see each other again when we graduated.
Well, I felt the same way, and now here we both are.
And in Port Charles. Switzerland seems a million miles away.
But I mean, in some ways, it is. An awful lot has happened.
Well, a lot has certainly happened to you, Holly. I think Robert is divine. Is he really as sexy as he looks?
Good Lord, Celia, what a question.
No, never mind. I know the answer. It shows.
What?
Haven't you any idea how much you've changed? I mean, it must be your gorgeous husband.
I don't think I've changed that much.
Holly, I have known you since way back when. And you're a very straight-laced kid. I mean, a real Victorian.
Do you really think that?
All the girls in school thought that. Don't misunderstand me. I loved you for it. But look at you now. You practically glow.
Oh, Celia, come on.
No, it's true. And the reason is quite obvious. I'm sure that a good bed partner is good for a girl.
You've been reading too many books.
Oh, no, it's the truth. Now tell me about Robert. How did you two first meet?
Well, I'd known him for a while before we were married.
Did he turn you on right from the first?
Well, I always thought he was very good looking.
Good looking? He's a hunk.
Well, for that matter, so is Grant. I've been waiting to ask you about him.
Ask me what?
Well, what happened? What happened to change your mind? You weren't exactly thrilled about him 5 years ago.
Thrilled. I thought he was a real wimp.
Oh, you didn't?
I certainly did. And then we were apart for a while.
Right, when he was at med school, anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And when I saw him again, somehow he'd changed.
How?
Just, all I know is that he changed a lot. And I just can't account for it.
Well, you're obviously happy, and I'm very glad for you.
I'm very happy for you, too. You've not only got an incredible husband, but I hear you also have a divine house.
Yes, well, I've worked very hard on it.
You were always very good at that. Did you decorate it yourself?
Yes, I did, and I really love doing it, you know. We've got some nice antiques now, and we just got a pretty good stereo system.
I'll bet that's Robert's pride and joy.
Yeah, well, it's fairly elaborate, but we both really love it. You know, I'd really like it if you could come over and see it now that it's just about finished.
I'm dying to. Have you had your first party yet?
Well, no, I was waiting till everything was in place.
Oh, well, then I have a brilliant idea. You can have a housewarming, a cocktail party.
That would be very nice someday.
Someday? What do you mean? You can have it tomorrow.
Oh, are you kidding? Tomorrow?
Yes, why not? I'll help you. A good party's a breeze when you put your mind to it. Waiter. Waiter, we'd like some more wine, please. And then would you bring me the local phone book? Yes, the classified pages. Yellow.
What do you want with the classified pages?
Well, to get the caterer, of course. Oh, Holly, this is so much fun already.
I don't know. I mean, I really think I should ask Robert first.
Oh, nonsense. He'll be as excited as we are. Now, when we make up the guest list, you must invite that Jimmy Lee, what's his name?
Holt.
Yes, that's it. Jimmy Lee Holt. I think he's darling. And then we'll need a good florist. You must know a good florist.
Do you know, as a matter of fact, I do. He specializes in party. I'll invite him over to the house. He can check out the color scheme and, what are you smiling at?
You. You're getting into the spirit of this, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am, actually. You're very good for me, Celia. Thank you. This is fun.
Sorry it took so long. They didn't have any pastrami. Are beef okay?
Yeah, it's all right as long as it's on rye. Now, you gonna tell me what the matter is? You turned as white as a ghost when Scorpio came in here.
I did not.
Well, maybe not when he came in, but as soon as you found out who he was.
You're dreaming.
I don't think so.
Well, look, I don't like cops. A lot of people don't.
You gotta have a reason.
Not what I'm gonna give you.
Come on. Come on, Lulu. I'm just trying to help you.
Well, I didn't ask for it. And the name is Lou, not Lulu.
Okay, excuse me. Lou. Listen, if you're in trouble, you gotta tell somebody. I mean, you can't go it alone.
I can take care of myself. I don't need anybody. Neither you or Parrish or anybody.
How come you hang around here so much?
You want me to go?
I didn't say that.
Hey, look, I'll leave if that's what you want.
Come on, I didn't say that. Besides, where are you gonna go?
Someplace?
Blackie says you got no place to go.
Yeah, what else did Blackie say?
That somebody is after you.
Oh, you must have a really good imagination because I've got nobody after me.
Where do your parents live?
None of your business.
You're a runaway, aren't you?
Did he tell you that?
He didn't have to. It's written all over your face.
To be a runaway, you gotta be running, right? I'm standing still.
So I see.
Hey, quit looking at me like that.
Like what?
Like you got me all figured out.
No, I don't have you figured out. You see, I can't figure out why anybody would turn down all the help that people around here are trying to give you. And Blackie doesn't want anything from you. All he's trying to do is help you because he likes you and he's your friend.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Where I come from, people don't give away things for free. They want something in return.
Well, don't judge the whole world by that.
For a long time, that was my world.
Yeah. Well, now this is. So why don't you just try trusting a little bit? Who knows? You might like it.
I gotta get some air.
You coming back?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Quartermain residence? Hello? Hello? Who is it?
Yeah. I suppose you don't want anything to eat.
No.
How was your lunch with Holly?
I just left her, and darling, it was so much fun. We did everything but sing the old school song.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yes, and we cooked up a surprise. Guess what?
I wouldn't dream of it. Not when the two of you put your heads together.
The Scorpios are having a housewarming tomorrow night, a cocktail party.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, and it's going to be so much fun. I know it. We have the caterer set and the florist, and Holly is just as excited as I am.
Celia, we can't go.
Well, of course we can go. It was my idea.
I'm sorry.
Sorry will hardly do, Grant. I mean, why on earth can't we go?
Because we're committed to dinner tomorrow night at the Hardys, remember?
With that all, well, that's no problem. We'll just get the Hardys to reschedule the dinner.
Celia, Steve Hardy is chief of staff. You don't treat him that way. You should have given more notice.
Darling, the man will surely understand. I mean, chief of staff or not, he would understand that tomorrow night is going to be quite a gala event.
I have a patient to see. But just remember, we've accepted the Hardys' invitation, and we'll be there. I'll see you later.
I'm going to use your phone. Yes, this is Celia Quartermain. I'm in the cafeteria. Is Mrs. Hardy in the hospital? Yes, I'll hold. Oh, Celia, you wanted to see me? Yes, thank you so much for coming so quickly.
Oh, no problem. And please, will you call me Audrey?
Oh, thank you very much. I hope I didn't drag you away from something. I know your work here is very important.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was really hoping for an excuse to get away from my desk.
You know, I love that dress.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I hope you wear those colors often. They're just perfect for you.
Well, thank you. They are two of my favorites.
You know, I hope that someday when you have time, we can go on a shopping spree. I don't know my way around Port Charles quite well yet.
Well, I'd love to. I'll give you a first-class tour.
Oh.
So tell me, do you like Port Charles?
Oh,
so far, at least.
Yes, I just love it.
Oh, good.
It's beautiful, of course, but what really delights me are the people. I mean, everyone is so friendly, and they make me feel real like I'm at home.
Well, we're so pleased when someone like you comes to town.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know another thing? There's so much happening here. I found myself jumping right into the spirit of it today.
Oh, really? In what way?
Well, just today, I was planning a spur-of-the-moment cocktail party for tomorrow night. I was having lunch with Holly. It's going to be at her place. We've just about got all the details set, even the caterers.
You're having caterers? It must be a very big party, then.
Yes, it will be. Oh, and naturally, you and Dr. Hardy will be invited.
Oh, Celia, well, ordinarily we'd love to come, but tomorrow night we're having a small dinner party ourselves. Didn't Grant tell you?
Tell me what?
Well, about having dinner at our place tomorrow night. You two are our guests.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord. I have never been so embarrassed in my life. If Grant did tell me, it's completely slipped my mind. Oh. Well, I'll just have to call Holly and tell her that our party is off.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Celia.
No, of course. It's called off. Well, just call the caterers and cancel them.
Please, there is no need to do that.
Oh, but of course there is. If we accepted an invitation at your house for dinner, that settles it.
Wait a minute. In the first place, you and Grant are our only guests, so we can certainly postpone our dinner to another night. And, after all, if you've ordered the caterers and the florist, sometimes it's very difficult to cancel them at the last minute.
Well, I still feel just terrible about this.
Oh, now, please, don't think about it for another second. After all, we can have dinner at our place another time. And as for tomorrow night, well, Steve and I would be delighted to come to your party at Robert and Holly's.
You're sure Dr. Hardy won't be upset?
Of course not.
I want you to know this really teaches me a lesson. I get these ideas, and I get so excited that I don't stop to think.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons that we're so pleased you're here in this town. I mean, you have such vitality and such wonderful spontaneity. Believe me, you are just the kind of a tonic that Port Charles needs.
I hope you mean that.
Of course I do. And we'll be delighted to be at your party tomorrow night.
You are so understanding, Audrey. Thank you.
Come on, think nothing of it. I mean, we're just so pleased that you're here. Having the nicest chat with Celia. She is really like a breath of fresh spring air.
Do you know why I happen to agree with you? Well, I'd hoped you'd still be here. My patient took less time than I expected.
Oh, I'm glad I stayed, too. Audrey and I have been having the nicest little visit.
Yes, she was just telling me.
You know, we both owe her our thanks. She was so very understanding about tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Well, Celia was just telling me about the party she's giving tomorrow night, and Steve and I will be so pleased to be there.
Well, I'm confused. I thought you'd invited us for dinner tomorrow night.
Well, all that's been changed. I'll explain later.
You know, you're a very lucky man, Grant. Celia, I think, is a marvelous party planner. If you'll excuse me, I must get back to my desk.
Certainly.
See you later.
Okay, Celia, what is going on?
It's really quite simple, Grant. Audrey has simply postponed our dinner plans for tomorrow night.
Yes, obviously. But what was all that about your planning a party?
Well, I told you the Scorpios are having a housewarming tomorrow night, a cocktail party.
I know what you told me, but if the party's at their house, aren't they giving it?
Well, of course they are.
Then I'm still confused.
Grant, I said it was simple. Now, Audrey and I were having a conversation, and I simply mentioned the party I'm giving tomorrow night at Holly.
Oh, wait a minute. The party you're giving?
Well,
But you just said Holly was giving the party.
Well, she is, of course. Telling Audrey that I was responsible was just a little white lie.
Just a minute,
Now,
Celia.
don't be so cross, darling. All I did was to arrange it so that we could go to the Scorpios' party tomorrow night and still have dinner with the Hardys at a later date. Now, Audrey understood perfectly. You're not cross, are you?
Oh, with you? Well, I don't think I ever could be. You're my little conniver.
I hope you mean that as a compliment.
Oh, I do. At least you get your own way, but then you always did.
And you know something?
Hmm.
That's the one reason you love me.
Edward, wilt thou have this woman to be thy wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, honor her, comfort and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live? Say, I will.
Oh, yes, I will.
Lila, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? And wilt thou love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto him, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
The ring.
Oh, yes.
By the power vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce that you are man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh.
Well done. Well done. Oh, congrats. Celia, please, come in.
What's going on?
They're getting married?
Family tradition, Celia. We reaffirm our vows every 20 years.
What a beautiful idea.
Let's have a toast.
Well, that was just